everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am bringing you episode 3 of Baby Steps to Health. So you guys have been doing great. A lot of you guys actually have been messaging me and telling me how everything has been going in terms of episode 1 where I said drink more water, you know, do a little bit of movement, things like that, and change your oils. So you guys were saying that you were doing really well with that. And then episode 2 about the probiotics, I got a lot of questions about that, and a lot of good feedback and stuff. So thank you guys for all that. Just adjusting the camera. Little girl's joining me in this video today because she's here with me. So today I wanted to talk about something that could be that might seem very small, I should say, but actually will have a huge impact on not only weight loss, but your health journey overall. So, what I'm talking about is the next thing that I'm asking you guys to do, or wanting you guys to do, or giving a try at least, for this week, is to change your breakfast. So a lot of people say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I definitely believe that is true because you have been fasting, you know, throughout the night and since the day before, and your body will need fuel to kickstart your day, to give you energy that will sustain you for the entire day. All that, you know. So to me, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and a lot of times it's overlooked. So whether you're doing intermittent fasting or not, what I mean by breakfast is basically the first meal that you will have. So what I am asking you guys to do is change your breakfast rather than having something that is not, you know, so sustaining. So if you're eating a lot of carbs for breakfast, say cereals or toast or bagels, oatmeal, things like that, that is all being converted into sugar in your body. Carbs are basically sugar. So even if it's a good, you know, a good healthy carb, if it's still a bagel or something, you are still having it turn into sugar in your body, and therefore it will spike your, you know, your blood sugar levels and your insulin, and you'll feel hungry very soon after. So it's not fueling you for your entire day. So breakfast, if you're eating, say, 3 meals a day and maybe some snacks, that's about breakfast is about 30% of your, you know, daily calorie intake. So just by changing breakfast, that changes so much. That changes 30% of your diet. So if you're having a hard time losing weight, or you just don't feel so good and you're trying to get more vitamins into your body and just all that kind of stuff, just by changing one meal of your day, breakfast. Eat whatever you want for lunch and dinner, but just change your breakfast, you will notice a huge difference. So what I'm talking about by changing breakfast is, instead of having, like I said, the carbs or, you know, sugary cereals or I don't know, whatever, things like that, croissants, cookies, whatever, try and go, oh, thank you, she's holding my hand. Try and switch it up for a smoothie. So I am a huge fan of smoothies, and I know so many of you guys are asking me for smoothie recipes, and I promise I am getting these videos up very shortly for you. I think the next video I'm posting will be a smoothie video, so look out for that, and it'll be my favorite smoothie that I make almost every morning. But a smoothie is a good way to get in loads of vitamins and minerals and healthy fats and even healthy carbs, which I will talk about in a second. It's just such a good way to fuel you, to kickstart your day, and to ensure that you're getting in all of those necessary vitamins that you need for the day. So even if the rest of your day is downhill in terms of diet, in terms of what you're eating, you know that breakfast was done well and you got a lot of good stuff there. So hang on, little girl, hang on. Oh, I think you're warm. So I'm gonna give you an example of what to put in a smoothie just to kind of fuel you, and then I will be sharing smoothie recipes, so look out for those. But I love smoothies, and it's not smoothies. A lot of people just think like some fruit and a milk base, and that's kind of like what a smoothie is, and it really is not what I'm talking about. So like I said, you want to have something that's going to fuel you. Sugar is, or fruit just is sugar. It's a lot of sugar, and if you're just eating that, you will feel hungry shortly after. That is why people always say, if you you're crazy. People are always saying, if you eat, you know, fruit, eat some almonds or walnuts or, you know, apples dipped in almond butter. Yes, just because it will, you know, help keep you full longer and help metabolize the sugar without causing a spike in your blood sugar levels. So what I like to do for a smoothie, what I, you know, suggest you guys give a go, try out, is, yes, start off with a non-dairy base, like liquid base. So almond milk, coconut milk, water. My favorite is coconut water. It is packed with naturally occurring electrolytes. You got your magnesium and your potassium. It is hydrating, but low in calories, low in sugar, and just so good for you. So my favorite is coconut water. And then you choose a load of vegetables. So this is gonna sound weird, but the recipe I'm sharing with you, I will be putting these in there as well. So people usually think vegetables in a smoothie, they think spinach or kale. People don't really go above and beyond that, and you really don't taste this. So what I like to do is put frozen butternut squash, frozen sweet potatoes. Yes, you heard me, sweet potatoes. Frozen zucchini. Obviously the sweet potatoes would have been steamed and then I freeze them. So frozen anything really, frozen peas. So you don't really taste them, but what is happening when you put them in is you're bulking up your fiber and your carbs in the vegetables. But these are good for you. So you're getting lots of vitamins in, and it's bulking up your smoothie. So you get to have a huge smoothie, but very low calorie because it's so much vegetables. So instead of having, like a bagel or something for breakfast, if you want the carbs, put in a sweet potato. It makes your smoothie so creamy, it sweetens it, but then you don't really taste actual potato. And you're also getting a healthy carb. So yeah, something like that. Then for fruit, my favorite is berries, because berries are packed with antioxidants and fiber, but very low in sugar out of all the other fruits. So berries are always my choice. My personal favorite are blueberries, but you can really do anything. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of frozen banana to sweeten it up a little bit more. So that takes care of your fruit and veggies and your liquid. The next thing is I will add some kind of good protein source. So you could put in, a vegan protein powder. I've shared my favorite protein powders on this channel, so check out that video if you haven't. So you could put in like a vegan protein powder, you could put in a bone broth protein powder. You could do, really anything, any kind of protein. A lot of people put in organic tofu. I personally do not like tofu. But if you do and you want to put that in, go for it. Just make sure it's organic, because soy is extremely genetically modified and processed and heavily sprayed. So just make sure you're getting organic. And then from that, you want to make sure you're including your healthy fat. So this is where I will throw in cod liver oil. I will throw in, yes, some flax seeds, ground flax seeds, because not only getting the healthy fats, you are getting some fiber and all that good stuff in there, and some protein. I'll throw in either maybe hemp seeds or chia seeds. I don't do all of this together, but I do one or the other. So hemp, chia, flax, something like that. But definitely will put cod liver oil in. Now I always go crazy and I add every single vitamin literally in my cupboard. I throw everything but the kitchen sink in there, like literally, because I know my boys are drinking it and I want them to get all the nutrition. So I will put in a spirulina or chlorella powder. I put in a regular greens powder. I will throw in probiotics. You could throw in like a Greek yogurt or a goat yogurt if you're dairy free. So yeah, probiotics, like I said, I throw in like 1,000,001 vitamins. I always will put in a Vital Proteins collagen or gelatin, usually above and beyond the protein that I'm putting, but sometimes I don't put a protein powder, I'll just put the Vital Proteins in there. I throw everything. I make sure I add drops of iodine, because you don't really get iodine, especially if you're eating pink salts. Pink salts do not have iodine. Table salt, they add it, but table salt is really bad for you, so you definitely don't want to be eating regular table salt, but then you're not getting the iodine. So yeah, so I usually just add iodine, and L-glutamine. So I throw everything in. Like I said, I'll post a recipe of my favorite smoothie, but this is just your opportunity to throw everything in, especially if you have a picky eater, if you are, or your child, and you want to get these things in your diet, but you don't want to eat them on their own. A smoothie is a perfect way to throw it all in. If you want to sweeten it a little bit more, if the protein powder is unsweetened, you could add some Manuka honey or maple syrup. So just go crazy and throw everything in and enjoy your smoothie, and it tastes so good. So just by changing your breakfast, it will change 30% of your diet. So think of it that way. It's kind of crazy. So that's my tip for this week. Change your breakfast for 1 week. Just try having smoothies for breakfast where it's mostly vegetables, a good liquid base. Don't go putting in dairy or something like that. Yes. And yeah, and just see how you feel. And because you're blending it all together, it is so much easier for your body to digest. So you're giving your body a break for one meal of the day where it doesn't have to work so hard to break your food down, because it's already blended and pureed. So if you guys enjoyed this tip, then comment below, let me know. But I would really recommend changing your breakfast to a smoothie, especially if you're used to having a very high carb breakfast. Also, another thing, you could throw oats in your smoothie as well if you like. But if you're used to having a very high carb breakfast, like a bagel and cream cheese or something like that, that's not fueling you, and it's just, it probably will make you gain weight because it's high in carbs, which is therefore high in sugar. So give this option a try. If you like it, let me know. Comment down below if you are liking these videos. Sorry, she's crazy. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Say bye. Say bye. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye.